Hey everyone, it's Amanda, the redheaded mystic, and this is the Dead Garden. It's Saturday, and I have another reading for you. This reading has been going on for a few days now, so I've been keeping track. Wasn't sure I was going to do it because I feel like the energy has switched over, but I'm being called to do it and being pushed to do it, so. I made notes, and there was a dream message. So it started on July 31st, and I'm not going to share the whole dream with you because it was private, but there was one particular part of the dream that I think is really poignant, and it goes along really well with the energies that have been happening over the past week. And so in the dream, my middle finger on my left hand fell off, much like the defense mechanism of a crested gecko, how their tails will drop off. So I looked up what middle finger is, and it is individuality and personal identity. And meaning that you have dropped the projected image onto you from others, whether it be family, friends, or anything from the past, and you are no longer part of a group mindset. And that is, the left hand is inward. You're no longer needing the fake protection of others. And the fake protection of others comes from the fact that I had an amethyst ring on that finger. And then I think it grew back, kind of like Deadpool. So fighter mode. And the ring was replaced, because dreams are weird, on the right hand. And so it was replaced with a more, the ring itself I couldn't see. It was like kind of whited out, but there was like a hand replacing like a ring on this finger. With a bigger, grander kind of ring on the right hand. So that tells me that right hand is outward, which means that everyone will see your divinity. They will see your new self, one of your own making. You have had a glow up. There's a new beauty about you. You knowing your worth, them knowing your worth, stepping into your life purpose, and you're now on your soul's path. I wanted to pull these cards after that, but I was told to sleep on it, so I listened, and I did. And then I pulled these cards at night, and it was like after midnight that I did these, and then I ended up having to sleep on it again. But during the Friday, yesterday, the whole day I was burning up, almost. I kept saying out loud like Phoenix, right? Energy burn. And I didn't really have a fever, and I didn't really know why I was so hot, and it was a different kind of hot. So I heard like your aura's on fire. So you were burning away the old self, your old aura. And yeah. And that tells me that the period of this was really slow and kind of done in the dark, if you will. Okay, so I pulled from the Antique Anatomy and I got the Judgment card, followed by the Queen of Blades, and then the underlying energies from that were the World and the Ace of Elixirs. So with the Judgment card, because of the purple flowers, wait, I'm skipping ahead, hold on. Okay, so there was an energy throughout the week where the dead were angry and there is a retribution happening. Whatever was done to this feminine. And with the purple flowers, a lot of that was done to her was done through third eye and crown. So a lot of mental abuse, a lot of spiritual abuse in the 3D and the 5D. And she has moved into her Queen of Swords now. And she's done this with grace, with the white flowers. There's a purity in that for her. And she deserves to be in this energy. She's moved into her queendom, which again goes along with the energies that have been happening all week. The underlying energies for that with the World and the Ace of Elixirs, she has been given the World and the World is now hers with this new cycle. And I'm being drawn to the braided circle, and then it's tied up with like gold string or whatever. And so there's a scholarliness about her. So she's done the work, she's studied, and with the braiding, there's going to be a connectivity and a unity moving forward with the people around her, the new people that she's coming into contact with. And with the Ace of Elixirs, she will be giving love, and love will be coming to her, whether that be in, you know, a partnership, friends, whatever. Love will be hers, and that's surrounded by like a lot of colorful flowers. Flowers have been coming out a lot for me lately in dreams and just in visions. And I made a note of that for later. So with the underlying, not the underlying, great, Mercury retrograde, love it. Clarifying, that's the word I'm looking for. Crap. Clarifying cards. I did the manga tarot, traditional manga. I got the Moon, followed by the Eight of Swords, upside down, reversed. So with the Moon, she's now in her full power, and what was being done to her is now being sent back. All of it's being sent back to these people with this retribution. With the Moon card and the Lobster, I'm getting she has richness coming to her. and she is in her richness. And all the animals are attracted to her. She's becoming magnetic. And with all this judgment being done, it's being hidden from her. So she doesn't actually know what's going on, and it's being hidden from her because, number one, her heart is really good. And I think part of that is she might not agree with what's being dished out. And some of it might be hurtful to know that what was done to her behind her back might have had a lot to do with friends and family that she knows. So Spirit and her team are protecting her from that. I'm hearing it was deserved. So whatever's getting thrown back is deserved. And it isn't for her to know that or to be the judge of that, right? So for the underlying, I at the bottom of the deck was lining up so well with the bottom of the deck on the Antique Anatomy. And the 3 cards that I got for that were the Ace of Cups. So that's 2 Ace of Cups, right? That's double confirmation. And the 9 of Wands. And the Star. So with those cards, the world that's given to her and the love that she's getting, she will be in abundance. And everything is blossoming for her and around her. And I'm being drawn with this Ace of Cups. It's so beautiful. There's an overflow of emotion with her and an earthly balance that washes over her. She knows that she's protected, and it fills her with love and humility, almost like the light pouring over her. And the more I stare at this card, if anybody knows Sailor Moon, she kind of reminds me, she gives me Sailor Neptune vibes, right? With the mirror, meaning that she's also a mirror for people. Which is probably why she has so much problem, right? Being a hard mirror. So with the 9 of Wands, what I'm getting from that is she's in full protection mode. So she has manifested and fully connected to the upper and lower realms, and she's growing creativity like a garden, and then she will share that. She moves into the Star, and she's like a source spring for people, almost like a fountain of youth with her energy. And she turns into a legend, and she humbly shines in the dark with all of her protectors around her. So because I pulled these cards after midnight, I was really tired, so I went to bed and I slept on it again. And then meditation last night, I was getting a lot of flowers and swords. So again, with the Queen of Blades, so she is in her soft feminine strength. And then I saw 3 knights, and they all knelt before a queen. Now, I don't know if these 3 knights are protectors of hers that she doesn't know about, that's being hidden from her, or these are 3 suitors. And that's funny because for the past, I don't know, maybe a week or 2, I kept getting the vision of the love connection from that old reality show. Is it Chuck Woolery that did it? Yeah, so like a 5D love connection. That's hilarious. Anyways, so I also kept hearing the song Sweet Child of Mine, and Sweet Child of Mine is done by Guns N' Roses. So Flowers and Swords and then Guns N' Roses, and I'm just wondering if the Guns N' Roses is the masculine side with the 3 knights. So I feel like with the dropping of the limb and the divinity and all of that, there is a male or possibly multiple males, 3 males that have stepped into their divinity, into their masculinity, their healthy masculinity, their protector energy, and are becoming like stand-up real men. Can I get a hooah? I'm gonna do some clarifying on that. That was a lot. If you're still with me, thank you so much. Maybe like it. Maybe subscribe. Okay. So I would like to know I want to know about this judgment. Let's start there. So Spirit, what can you tell me about this judgment and the moon? What's being hidden? Can you tell me anything about that, or are we supposed to be completely in the dark with that? The scythe. Yeah, so everything that is rotten, everything that is a weed in the garden is being taken out by the Reaper. Right? Perfect. Excellent confirmation. And that's the 10. So that's full circle and endings, right? Okay, awesome. What can you tell me about her stepping into her Queen of Swords and everything being dish-backed? Back to back. Book? Okay, so these people are being taught a lesson. A very grave lesson. And 26 adds up to 8, which is an abundant lesson. So whatever they're getting dished out is pretty severe, and it's a lot. And again, with the 10, full circle for that. So whatever is being done, it's over, it's in the past, and there's nothing more to it. Sounds good. A huge lightness in my chest for that. And even on my back, almost like a load has been taken off energetically. She doesn't have to deal with it anymore. Can I get an amen? Okay, so these underlying with this world that's given to her, I'm hearing the world being her oyster, and this Ace of Elixirs and the Ace of Cups also. What can you tell me about that, Spirit? The double Ace of Cups. And, nope, that's too many. And the World. What can you tell me about double Ace of Cups and the World? What's being given to her? The choice. So she gets two choices. There's red and there's blue. So, which also goes with what I've been reading. If you want to check any of my other readings, I'm going to switch the thumbnails because it seems like people probably don't like those. They like the cards. So I will do that. I'm still learning as I'm going. You got to bear with me. Or don't. Do what you want. And this is also the Queen and the 22, and the 22 is a master number. So she's moved into her mastery. Beautiful, amazing confirmation. I'm getting, this almost looks like a heart. So she's moved into her Queen mastery. She's mastered the Queen of Cups. She's mastered the Queen of Swords. And she's mastered the Queen of Wands. And that whatever's coming in, then she will master the Queen of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. What can you tell me about this Nine of Wands in her being protected? Because this is full protection. This is a creativity and maybe a magic protection. And there's a lot of reds, oranges, and greens. So maybe her root is being protected, her sacral is being protected, and her heart chakra is being protected. What can you tell me about that, Spirit? Okay. Oh, hello. That's probably too many. Yep, too many. Just give me one. Can you tell me about the Nine of Wands and the Star? Seriously? That's way too many. The Stork. So I'm hearing news is coming in. Her wings are being protected. Her feathers, her angelic essence is being protected. And 17 adds up to 8, which is an abundance. So her abundance that's coming to her is being protected. That's so nice. Can I get one more for the Star? What is she going to be doing? What is she shining with all of her beautiful queen feminine self, with her divine self? These protectors, can you tell me more about these protectors that she has so that she can shine in that darkness, in that oh my God. Heart. Which adds up to a 6. It's full creativity. Her heart is being protected, and these 3 knights, they revere her. And they love her, whether it be platonic or romantic. they have love for her. I'm hearing shot through the heart, not Bon Jovi, but there's a Cupid in this. So one of these suitors or one of these knights has genuine romantic feelings for her, and it has pierced their heart. What a gorgeous read. So like full of emotion right now. Just my body feels really warm, almost kind of sweaty now. The energy is so positive and so good and so loving. And if you liked that, you guys, please let me know. Maybe comment. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your weekend and you enjoyed that as much as I did, as long as it was. And I'll have more for you soon.